friends, Dave Landau. After a long night on stage, I like to kick back with the captain's hat and a fine cigar and watch the Dennis and Andy show. These guys are huge nerds, but they're the kind that you actually want to hang out. Enjoy them. I do.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour, The weather started getting rough. The tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The ship's aground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle, with Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife, a movie star, and the rest are here on Gilligan's Isle.
Well, welcome to the show, everybody. We just do that. Hello, Skipper.
Well, hello, little buddy. How are you today on this fine Halloween day?
I'm doing just fine, Skip. I just love the fact that we finally got off that island because of, well, I must say, my mastery of building things out of coconuts.
I was just going to say, I did not bring anything to drink out of coconuts. Oh, they did ruin the front end, but you can't hate Gilligan's Island.
Come on, Gilligan's Island is a masterpiece.
We tried getting other people to come into the show to dress up as Ginger and Marianne. I don't think it'll work. We actually tried the professor as well.
That's right. We tried to get the professor. It is not Run DMC, even though I can rap like him. Marcus says the professor's wearing sleeves.
It must be Halloween, and only the skipper wears sleeves. So once again,
that's right. Only the skipper. Only the skipper wears sleeves. That's right. It is the Halloween episode, guys. We thought we'd pop in. We were at South Carolina Comicon Mini over the weekend. And of course, we picked up some books, met some fans, sold some Core Draft swag. That's not a bad idea. And had an overall jolly time. So on this Halloween episode, we figured, what the heck, we might as well show some of the books we got. Randy says after 40 years on that island, things could get a little gay. Not with Marianne Ginger and that sexy Lovey Howell walking around.
So, yeah. Well, and Marcus was with us. He came down and he hung out for the day on his birthday. So that was nice to be able to hang out and chat. It was a busy day. And yeah, we did. And I heard the ever
that's the sound.
So it must be time. Since we don't have 2 halves of coconuts, we have something better.
Pumpkin beer.
That's right. It is Halloween. It is time for some amazing pumpkin beer.
Good Lord, this is dark.
Craft beer. 6% alcohol. It's got a bit of a kick to it. It's got a heck of a good taste.
Wait, you've already tried it?
Oh, yeah. I picked up more cans than that. So, yes.
You bastard. Well, cheers, Skipper.
Cheers. Randy, I'll be Thurston Howell. All right. Oh, the millionaire. Oh, I was just going to send you a Hawaiian shirt.
The millionaire and his wife.
This is why we decided if we were going to drink good beer on the show, it'd have to be in the afternoon. I do not want to be that guy where it says it's noon somewhere.
Well, it is 5 o'clock somewhere, but after this, it'll be fun because I got to get back. I was working on penciling cover A for Core Draft Volume 2.
See? Amanda knows exactly what we were saying. And
That's right.
Dan's like, cheers. Oh,
that's right.
We'll allow it. It's a homebrew. That's right.
There you go.
Guinness is about the only thing that I typically drink that's not like a microbrewery. And out of the core draft mugs, everything tastes better.
Let's see. Hyper says, I'll be drunk for the bros tonight.
Yeah.
No, it'll wear off by then. But like I said, I got to get back to working on the core draft cover A for volume 2 after this. I was working on it this morning. This hat's still kind of mushed. Driving me crazy. Oh, well. What are you going to do?
That hurts your head underneath that's misshapen.
Nope. Head's just fine. It's just the hat.
Yeah, there you go. There's the Drunk Andy variant cover. That's what it'll be.
That's right. I'll show you the few covers and you guess which one I drew after this stream. That's how you do it. Well, that one looks very much like Sam Keith with all the squiggliness and weirdness going on. Should try that all the time. Randy says, if I start drinking at noon, people will start calling me Thirsty Howl. There you go. Thank you, Amanda. Amanda likes the costumes. Appreciate it. Dennis's shirt fits him perfectly. It's nice and baggy. My shirt came in a boys extra large. That's the best we could do. So I'm stuffed into it. I feel like a sausage in a casing. Yeah, I'm rather stuffed into this shirt. As you can tell, it is not the typical Gilligan baggy shirt. It is.
So here's the funny thing. We looked.
It is painted on. This is body paint.
They only make one. So this is the exact shirt that Gilligan used. Not the physical same shirt, but the same style. They don't make it in adult sizes anymore. Even a Google search revealed nothing. So they did make it in a child shirt. So we got Andy the biggest child shirt that they had. And see, Handy fits.
Yeah, I wouldn't quite go as far to saying it fits. It gives me fits the longer I wear it. It doesn't look bad, but how short is it? Belly shirt? No, that's the funny thing. This thing is the regular length of a t-shirt that I usually wear. It comes down below my shorts or jeans, belt line. So the length of the shirt's just fine. It's just the tightness of it.
I'm thinking at the end of the show, you stand up and you do a little Tommy Boy and you channel that and you stand up and go, fat guy in a little
Dude, this thing's flexible. There's no rip in this. There's no rip in this. This thing's very flexible. It's not like a coat, which is very stiff, like with seams and stuff when you put it on. So no, this is flexible.
No coconut fibers, Randy, because these were what we wore before we got shipwrecked.
Yeah, Randy, we were wearing these.
We both just started singing.
We didn't get shipwrecked naked. Are you saying Andy is that small? Just the opposite. It's an extra large boys, and I'm about to burst out of it.
He is slightly larger than a boy. You heard him on this channel live.
It's like it's painted on. Look, no wrinkles and no sleeves. This thing it's like spandex. It's like superhero Gilligan.
It is. It's like superhero tights. Look at that.
The shirt looks good on you, LL Cool J. Don't call to come back. I've been here for years. I used to have LL Cool J cassette tapes and CDs. Hawk flex out of your shirt, Andy. If I just give it a little rip right here, like the Hawkster did on his shirts, so it tears easier with that just starting point, I probably could. This is the lengths we go for our viewers is buying stuff that we'll never wear again for one day. Dennis won't wear sleeves like that just for fun.
That's right.
I mean, sure, he might wear the hat for a little dress up with the wife in the old boudoir, if you know what I mean. And she calls him Captain, my Captain.
Your mama gonna knock you out. No, Gilligan gonna knock you out.
That's right.
And then Skipper.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Dennis, you wear that hat in the boudoir and nothing else, and she calls you captain, and you're like, let's raise the mast, my lady.
And then she gets saluted.
That's right. Whereas this shirt will never be worn again unless I decide to drop like 25 pounds and get anorexic. The hat, though, maybe the hat would be worn again. Ginger Marianne.
Anybody's dressed up as Ginger Marianne, or we were trying to get Dan Lawless to do the professor, and he goes, "That's too boring." He goes, "Nobody would recognize it." I thought we tried to get him in one of his doctor trench coats.
I think if Dan wore a white shirt, combed his hair a particular way, people would have gotten it, seeing what we were dressed up as, and they wouldn't have been like, "Oh, look, Dan dressed up for the show." I think he would have gotten it. Is our man Dan still streaming, by the way? Or not Dan, Graham? Is Graham still streaming, or is he done? I'm looking on YouTube just to see if he was, but I don't see live or whatever.
We were going to do it at noon, but we figured we'd push it back because Graham was launching his plushie. So don't want to step on Graham's toes. So all of you can get out there and get your little plushie.
Yeah, Graham is done, he says. So
very nice.
There you go. He is done. So we're not stepping on Graham's action. Perfect. I didn't think he'd be gone that long. I know he just wanted to announce the plushies and stuff. Gary Martin's digging the hats. Well, thank you. Gary could have been Thurston Howell. You know, Gary. Well, he's not here to defend himself. Gary's as old as Thurston was on the show, right?
Wow.
What?
Nothing. Just saying.
All right, let's do our what did we get at the convention? You can start because you have more to show than I do.
Yep, that's usually what she says. But we guys, there was a lot. I wound up picking up. Maybe I'll save the good stuff for last.
That's what most people do. They usually work up to the good stuff.
Yeah. So there were a lot of things that I got to, you know me, I like to finish little collections of stuff. And, you know, if there's a particular series that I like. So, you know, I'll make this nice and simple that, you know, I am finishing off my Micronauts. So I did pick up issues 26, 33, and 34.
Oh.
And look at that. 42, 46, 53, and 55. All these I did not have. So it was nice to see the fact that they had some good old Micronauts. This is a run that I think I will just go through and collect and get them all. And it's a fun one. My favorite run is Rom and then Shogun Warriors, both from the same time frame. So a lot of great comics and stuff in here. But man, I did pick up it was nice to see somebody having some nice shaped Micronauts.
There you go. Well, I'll start with just one book.
Until they announce the omnibus, you can do both. You can absolutely do both. Why not?
Yeah, but see the ones. So when they do the omnibus, are they doing like multiple omnibuses, or are they going to do one that literally has the first Micronauts in the 70s, the Golden started, and do that? And then when it came back, because they did another one that Kelly Jones did and stuff.
Yeah, they did the second series, and I just saw actually in previews. I got it sitting over there. That the volume 2 omnibus is in previews.
Oh shit. Well, I just picked up the whole run of the second series last year, so I don't feel a need to get an omnibus for something I've got all the singles of. I do not have all the Micronauts from the first series. How many issues did the first series run? Do you remember?
Oh, I think I'm going to get it confused with Rom. Rom was 75. I actually think it was in the 50s. I think this is.
Was that 50? Is that 55? Is that 55 you have from the first series?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, yeah.
The second run of it, what was it? Continuing Voyages. Yeah, it wasn't so hot on that series. I thought the first run was really decent. It was fun, enjoyable. Throughout the entire run.
I like Kelly Jones's artwork. That's why I picked it up. I think that series only ran because like I said, I got the whole series off eBay. I think the whole thing only ran for 20 some issues.
I'll find out. Give me 1 minute.
You do that. Why do this? So one of the books I picked up, I didn't even know. I thought I had a pretty solid run of Spawn. I stopped buying it around 100, but I thought I had everything up to 100, and apparently I'm missing a few issues, and needless to say, this is one I was missing. Of course, every issue I miss for some odd reason is a little pricey. The guy was asking 15, he was a buddy, so I got it for less, but it's just an awesome cover. I mean, I loved 59, there you go.
Yep.
Thanks. They should have done one more.
I'm close. I am missing 59, so I do need the last one.
Did we see? Of course, I've seen the Kickstarter for Matt and Kelly's Dracula. That thing looks gorgeous. So there you go. This is the one I was missing, or one of the ones. I'm still missing a couple more, but I mean, this cover is just awesome. I mean, it's so freaking cool. Capullo stuff is just so nice. So that's one of the books I picked up.
You are old. What? Just because we like Gilligan's Island doesn't mean we're old. We are young.
We have taste.
You should know the reference. 80, everybody should know the reference.
Born in 1980, you still could have watched first runs when they came back and did the specials.
Yeah, look at that. Same island as Gal Gadot. There you go. And unfortunately, I think Ginger, is the only surviving member of the cast, of the original cast.
But if you're on Paradise Island, aren't they all lesbos? So it wouldn't matter anyhow. They would just look at you like, ooh, gross.
No, they're not. Why would you think that?
I don't know. It's DC continuity crap. Who knows?
Well, it is now. Now it would be. If Wonder Woman was created now, that would be true.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Our buddy Rich is in. Rich, missed you at the show. Wish you were there. Hopefully you're going to be.
What's up, Richard? I know.
Yeah, we guys, we did. We really had a great show. Some fun ones.
See, he wants Mrs. Howell because she's the experienced lover out of the batch.
Oh, yeah.
Marianne you want because she's probably the big V still, so you can pop that coconut on the island.
Okay, so
Ginger's just a whore that slept with every actor.
Whoa, don't be tating the stuff. Let's put a poll out here. Are you a Ginger fan or a Marianne fan? You have to choose one. You're going to get stranded on a separate island, but with only one of them. Who would you choose, Ginger or Marianne?
Oh, everybody says Marianne, of course.
We'll
Rich
find
Marianne.
Out. All right. So another one, I wound up, I didn't have issue number 20, so I was able to fill in a little bit of my Conans. I'm not doing the whole run of Conan. I'm just doing the first 100 and some.
Wow, way not to commit.
The early stuff is just phenomenal. That was phenomenal. But, the later stuff was good, but it wasn't as bad as Rom, taking a twist at the end, but it was up there. Let's see. We've got both at the same. No, Marcus, got to choose one. You got to choose one. Only one makes it on the boat. Which one would you save to take to the island? Ginger, of course, Joe. We got a Marianne. We got a Marianne, but with a red wig on. I like that answer. I like that. But Mandy Summers would crack a coconut with their thighs. Did she do?
Yeah, who won that competition this past week?
Is that what you're implying?
Well, I'm just curious who won. Was it Shane or Mandy this past week? I didn't see it.
Mandy's doing Cammy. She looked awesome. That was a great costume. She looked fantastic in it.
She did. She did. Oh wait, it's my turn. I forgot.
Yeah.
I picked up a couple Captain Americas that I was missing. Let's see. I got a little 118 action. Oh, they're doing a rematch tonight. Yeah. I got a 118 and a 121, both drawn by Gene Colan and inked by the fantastic Joe Sinnott. Those guys made quite the team. Just the way that Gene Colan would lay down the shadows and the black areas in the comics, and then with Joe Slick inking, it would just really give this noir feel to Captain America. So I'm just working on lower numbers, filling in holes, if you will.
So these next ones. See, Joe said, as I got older, I switched to Marianne. And look at Luffy is, isn't as good, but worth collecting everything. You're just trying to. I'm already out of room. These Conans, I don't know how I'm going to do it because I am out of room. I can't add any more boxes. I don't know, running out of room, but
you just got to Vaseline it up and shove it in. Rich Stanky says 118, one of my birthday books. Nice. That is nice. That also means you're older than me. So beautiful.
Wow. And there we go. Marianne. Gotta
filling in holes. Filling in holes or filling in holes?
I mentioned I had some people join my channel, and they went back and checked out some of my older videos, my reviews and stuff. And they watched my Black Hole book and record, and they were commenting on it and about, how good the movie was and stuff. And I really enjoyed the movie. And I said, well, I will be showing today. I was able to pick up, because I only got issue number 1. I was able to get that issue 2 and issue 3. I am still missing issue 4. These are not in great shape. These are in low quality, but I have a hard time finding them. I am going to get that mysteriously hard to get 4th issue at some point, but I did. I love the Black Hole. I thought the special effects, Disney was trying to catch up with all the great movies like Star Wars and the motion picture, and they were just gonna do it. But anyway, Black Hole, love it. See?
Lake Kick says Marv Wolfman is writing a new What If Tomb of Dracula. Who you'd like to see as his artist, who is living. Kyle Hotz. I always mess up his last name, Hotz. Kyle Hotz, that's what I'm going with until I hear it pronounced, would be fantastic on it, I think. God, that's questions always like, oh, what's your favorite TV show or song? And then my mind goes blank. What about you? Anybody come to mind?
Nope.
That's good. Thanks for that. Aaron Lopresti would do a great job, but he's spoken for with Kit Carter and Wraith of God.
Yeah, Aaron's a little busy.
He's a little busy. I'm trying to think. Kyle, I think Kyle Hotz would do a great job on it, honestly. I'm trying to. Oh, Linnell Francis Yu would do an awesome job on it, I think. God, I'm trying to just go through artists.
Jay Lee would be good.
Oh yeah, Jay Lee, that would be really good. Yeah, I mean Dale Keown would do it justice. Mike Deodato Jr.
Yeah,
I could see that. Doug Mahnke. Doug Mahnke would do a great job. That Swamp Thing book that he did last year was awesome.
It was.
His Frankenstein stuff with Grant Morrison was fantastic. So yeah, I think Doug Mahnke could do a really nice job too. So there you go. All right.
I'm going to ask a question while you're getting your next one ready. So I did pick up this one because everybody loves Quasar.
Oh, did you pick it up because it says number 1, but it's actually 33?
It's 32, but that was 32. Actually going to be my question. Thanks for ruining the question. This is actually a misprint. They've got 2 versions of it.
It's not a misprint.
It is. It is listed as a misprint.
Is it? Because I read
a version that is 32, and there's also a number 1, and that's listed as a misprint.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because I bought it, whatever, in the past few years, because I know it's I'm like, well, this isn't number 1, but I thought it was because of the storyline or something, and it was like kicking off that. Like I read somewhere that it wasn't a misprint, but it was for something else. So I don't know, to be honest.
Well, we're gonna find out. But anyway, that's why I picked it up. Yep. It's The Mystery of Quasar, issue number 32 is a printing error. It is a misprint. Should have been labeled issue 32.
What about 33? Does 33 ever say if it had a number 2? Oh, Ron Garney will kill it on Dracula.
Yeah, Ron Garney would be great. But I think he wants to retire at some point. Yes, they do have a misprint for number 2 as well, issue 33.
See, I thought it was like part 1 and 2 of that Galactic Storm or something. Yeah, and that's why they did it.
There is both, and there's also a 34 that is also, so 31, 32, and 32, 33, 34 are misprints.
See, I go with Blackjack. This is what I heard. He says it was because it was only a direct market series, but Marvel decided to send all the Galactic Storm issues to newsstands, so they changed it to number 1. They did it with Alpha Flight and a few others as well. And that's what I thought I read, because I remember seeing other titles with different numbering from what they should have been. So I'm going with Blackjack, and I think your source is full of shit.
Well, you can Google it yourself, but
I'm not Googling anything myself. That's disgusting. It should be done off stream.
The first, for issues 32, 33, 34 that have a number 1 noted in the cover is indexed as special edition.
Oh, really?
Yep. But it is officially listed in the database. Quasar number 32, Air number 1 misprint.
Can't trust databases. Come on.
Yep, but I trust you. Well, what's your next book there? Something without apparently controversy.
That's right. Shazam 25. Guys, I love Shazam. I've got number 1 and a couple other issues, but I've got the showcase. So I'm like, I don't need to own the whole thing. I got the showcase in beautiful black and white. See? One says one says another.
Printing error. Other sources of Quasar listed as a newsstand. But that is why they never got off the island. They bickered all the time.
That's right.
Yeah, I bet you did a lot of Googling. Thanks.
Well, Randy. See, that's just it. I'm literally Gilligan after 40 years. I've lost my hair. I've grown out a goatee and stuff that's gray. But anyhow, so issue 25 in the showcase only has the Shazam story. The first 2/3 of this book is an ISIS story drawn by Dick Giordano, and it was not reprinted in the showcase. They only reprinted the short Shazam story. I never knew that. So needless to say, this book was expensive because of the appearance of ISIS. Had to get it. Dick Giordano's art is fantastic, especially when he draws the ladies. So that is why I picked this up. And it's in decent shape. It's in good shape. So there you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Whoa. Well, I picked up something that I needed because I've got the rest of the whole part of it, but I wound up picking up Hulk 181 178.
You
not
wish.
181. The Death of Warlock. It does have the date stamped on it. I don't mind. The whole point of the Death of Warlock and the birth of Warlock, I always enjoyed that back then. This was one for some reason I never had in my collection. I saw it, I snagged it. Just gonna say, that's cool. I really do love the original, all that Warlock stuff that they.
So wait, that's the issue that Warlock dies in.
I think it's part of the death of Warlock.
Right.
Or I think this is actually the part where he returns. So remember, because he dies and then comes back.
Yeah. The Alpha Flight books were called Alpha Flight Special 1 through 4, which were the newsstand versions of 97 through 100. I don't know, man. There's conflicting reports. I will have to go with whatever takes my side, because that is most likely it.
It's always what takes your side.
So that's what I'll go with. Herb Trimp cover with Remetta face alterations. Oh, wait, did you get those at the show?
I did.
Oh, I didn't even see those.
Nope. Guys, when you can get, these are, Billy did a lot of different covers, but, and different editions. This is the Way of the Warrior, but this is 1 and 2. This is the fan appreciation editions of them. These are cool. If I can find these at a show like that, I will always pick these up. I mean, that's Billy. I mean, enough said.
Enough said. I agree. You should pick them up. I've got the sheet.
Signed by Billy too.
Oh, right. Very nice. Signed by Billy. That's cool. Marcus says Dennis was, well, they're attractive lady books. Of course he was hiding them. That's right. Check out Graham Nolan's Shanu plushie on sale now at his website. No having to back it and wait. You buy it, I'm willing to bet it would ship out in the next day or so. So go get yourself a Shanu plushie to cuddle with on those cold winter nights that are coming up. If you're married, that's okay. Just tell your spouse, no. This one doesn't never say no.
Billy is cool. He is. Everybody loves Billy. That's all I'm going to say.
That's true.
So Wednesday night, I know we're going to be on, after our show, we're going to be hopping on to, isn't it this Wednesday, Commie Mark's channel?
Yes, it is.
So I picked up a book that I might bring this one up on there just for the show. I saw it, and I do pick up, these are the Spire Christian comics. This one is, I had to make sure. This is the 35-cent variant. They had different pricing and stuff on it. But this is one of the ones that I didn't own. And because of that, I think this will be a really nice topic to potentially bring up on Commie Mark's channel.
I thought God Smuggler was Harriet Tubman in the Underground Railroad.
Oh, Harriet Tubman's got a, what is it? Harriet Tubman, is it Demon Slayer? I think Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer is currently a book that's at your local comic shop. I couldn't pick myself up to buy it. I flipped through it and I was like, I was kind of on the fence. Sometimes these can be really cool stories and other times, but I didn't pull the trigger on it. If any of you guys did, let me know. They still got issue 1 and 2 just came out. So they're at the shop, but I haven't done it yet.
Oh, damn it. What's up, Bear? That's right. It's your trusty Gilligan and Skipper. Just step right up and you hear a tale. People tell me they'd rather hear me do that than sing. So, I listen. All right. So I've only got 2 things really left. I've got actually 5 books, but 4 of them are one title. So I'll show one, then I'll show the other ones. Lord Power Man and Iron Fist, Carrie Gamble, Ricardo Villamonte. This cover is actually Larry Hama and Jack Abel. Actually, wait, this issue was not. Hold on, now I gotta look. I think this was a fill-in issue. I don't think this was Carrie.
I hear you, Hyper. I am the same way. I do try a number of things. I go through previews, which is what I did last night. Look for anything that looks cool. I will try it. If it's great, I will keep it. If it's not, I drop it pretty quick. But, you know, I love small press companies, so I always like to try and give them the doubt, especially since I'm not picking up Marvel and DC new books anymore.
So I was wrong. This is drawn by Rudy Nebres. Frank Miller did 2 pages, and Mark Bright did the backup story. So yes, Blackjack, you nailed it. That is why I picked that up. And it's also because I have like 75, 78, and I was missing 76. But then I picked up these for $1 each because I had these as a kid. I had the whole run by Dennis Cowan as a kid. And when I was cleaning stuff, I got rid of them. And these covers just brought me back because I can vividly remember buying these either off the newsstand or the comic shop. What year was it? I'll tell you. It doesn't. Oh, wait, there it is. 82. Buying these at 7-Eleven. And I just love Dennis Cowan's work on this stuff. I thought his Power Man and Iron Fist just looked awesome. I mean, come on, that cover, that's just freaking cool. So I had to get those for a little throwback, if you will.
Oh, look at Rich 81, 83 in the Navy. Well, since you brought up Navy,
you can sail the 7 seas.
I'll show you. Speaking of Navy, how about the Fighting Navy? This wasn't. It's all right shape, you know. It's got a tear, part of the missing cover up here. I do love it. It looks like an F4 Phantom that's on the cover carrier. I do love these old books. I don't collect them all. I just collect ones that look really cool to me. Some of my favorite planes. F4U is always in my top one, but since you brought up Navy, I figured I would show you that. This one, I think, was around 1963.
Wow. I'm surprised you didn't buy it brand new.
I'm not your old. Oh, look at Joe. He's backing me up.
I'm surprised.
Phantom. Nice. See?
I'm surprised our mutual buddy Bart Sears didn't buy it brand new because he was born in 63.
He was.
My main man's hitting 60 years old this year. Holy crap.
I know. I almost wish we could be there to throw a little party for him.
You know, when I turn 60, I'm going to shed tears until December 10th because then that's when Dennis will turn 60 and then it's all fine.
Yeah.
In 6 years.
It will be one great month and 5 days where I'll be so young, I'll be dancing, doing cartwheels. Andy will be pulling out his walker with the
tennis balls.
Tennis ball that he's got stuck on the front to walk around, and then it'll all change. Tales to Astonish. This is the final issue of the Tales to Astonish. The Immortals. Kind of. It's just one of those. Stan Lee, Archie Goodwin wrote it. Gene Colan, I think, did one of the stories in it. So anyway, that's always just for me kind of a no-brainer to pick up. And then I will show this right away. Mitsubishi Dero, since we were talking the Navy, combat. I said I do like these old ones, and there are certain ones that I'll pick up. Going after fleets like that, dropping the bombs. That's just cool because no, those are not torpedoes, those are bombs. But anyway,
yeah, Dennis is all about killing Japs. He loves it. Micronauts, by the way, the new voyage ran for exactly 20 issues. So,
same number as Shogun Warriors. Shogun Warriors was much better.
And this is why I picked it up. Kelly Jones, except for a couple fill-ins, drew every issue of that Micronauts series, and I just freaking loved it. I'm going to share my screen here just to show real quick, and then we'll get back to the books. Let's see, share screen. Just sit right back and hear a tale. I just love this stuff that Kelly was doing back then. I mean, I was a Kelly Jones fan. Back when I first saw this stuff, I was just like, whoa, who is this guy? Look at that, a courier, little tiny head. That's just so freaking awesome. Yeah, really nice inks on this stuff too by Danny Bulinati, which is neat because Kelly is such a strong penciler style-wise that he really still shines through even with Danny's inks because Danny's kind of heavy-handed guy. We want you, we want you.
We want you. We want you. We want you as a new recruit. I know. Now you're going to have Andy singing. Thanks, Randy.
That's right. You will. There's one splash. I can't find it, but there's a splash page Kelly did of that yellow dude whose name I can never remember. What's his name, Dennis?
What? Sorry, I was looking up something. Wasn't even.
What's this yellow dude's name right here?
I don't remember, Ray.
Oh, you bastard. It's Hunter.
Yeah, I want to remember that.
Oh, loser. He was great. Now I'm going to find that page. Kelly Jones, Pat Redding.
And he will get Randy. Oh, those are bad images.
Ooh. Just look at this stuff. So anyhow, yeah, I really love this stuff. I might pick up the omnibus though of the other series.
I don't know.
So
you might just pick up the originals. That second series is pretty cheap.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Kelly Jones, thanks for the $2 late kick. Kelly Jones has a Dracula book on Kickstarter. He sure does, written by the Matt Wagner. You might want to, if somebody has the link, hint, Randy, and can find it, post it. Let's give Kelly Jones some bump.
Guys, it looks good. It looks really good.
Have you backed it yet, Dennis?
Not yet. I am going to. The hardcover, there's a couple of options for it. And, I kind of like both of them. But I spent enough money over the last few weeks here with my Starship Enterprise, some of the artwork I bought, all the books here. I just don't think I'm going to swing both of them. So I have to pick and choose. But don't worry, I will be buying one of those.
Oh, yeah. And look at that. I pulled up the previous Micronauts, issue 59, drawn by Kelly Jones. So there you go. I guess Kelly started here and they just loved him. So they're like, we'll just pull you over for new voyages. I had no idea. Well, I probably did know and just forgot that Kelly did this. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know. I might have to. 60 issues. It takes up a lot of space compared to a nice fat omnibus.
Bob Layton Rom would be awesome. Yes. Seriously.
Oh,
Rom, Bob Layton, Silver Centurion Iron Man, best in the entire world, right next to a Rom. They should that would be a great crossover right there. Rom and Silver Centurion Iron Man. Just saying. That would be great.
No. A better crossover would be Rom in the Silverhawks.
Silverhawks.
Yeah, so it looks like Kelly, that last issue, and up until that last issue, it was Butch Geist. Kelly was the inker on it, though. So there you go. Another fantastic penciler starting out inking. Look at that trivia you learn. I might have to get this. I don't know. I'll have to think
about it. You guys can figure out why I picked up this issue, other than the fact that
it has the X-Men in it.
That's right. That's right. I actually thought I had it, but I checked my handy dandy database there, and son of a gun, I did not. This reprints because these are reprints, but they're really cool. They're square bound. It reprints X-Men number 6. I think it was one of the early Daredevils, like 5, and then one of the middle Tales to Astonish. But these were great books, a great way them for make a little money and just rehash the stories. But that was one I needed in that run, and it is X-Men. And I think this one.
If it's X-Men, Dennis will own it.
Hey, Abbott! I loved Abbott and Costello.
Hey, that's Halloween for next year.
Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. These are all kind of books that I loved. I loved the movies, the shows, everything that they put on. So Abbott and Costello was always up there for me. If I find some that are in good shape and are reasonably priced, I will pick these up just to read them. Charlton, this is issue number 3. Oh, it's just awesome. It's just awesome. That's up a whole different alley for me for collecting.
Now look at this. I mean, come on. This is fantastic artwork. When Butch was doing Micronauts, he was kind of channeling Michael Golden in a way.
Is awesome right there.
Oh yeah. He was definitely channeling a little Michael Golden when he was doing Micronauts, which I thought was great. Oh, just another great. I love Baron Karza, which reminds me, I drew the whole Micronauts team, and they're all lined up. I'll have to share that because the original art to it is for sale.
Now, always Micronauts, did any of you guys out there have the Micronauts toys? Let us know in the chat. I was at a show a couple of months ago, and I was this close from buying it. But again, I've been buying so much stuff that I didn't. They had the Micronauts headquarters. You know, all the little pieces that you put together. It was a complete set. I never owned it. I had some of the Micronaut figures and stuff like that. Some of my friends did. But nobody had the actual Micronauts headquarters. And a guy had it there, and everybody was just walking by going, I don't know what that is. I'm like, dude, that's Micronauts. And I was like, I do not have any of my Micronaut toys. Otherwise, I might have been a little more apt to pick it up. But boy, I'll tell you, it was really cool to see it. Pieces were yellowed and stuff. But man, I think it was a complete set with a really rough box, but it still had the paper in it. So, of course, Kevin. He had a bunch, including the Galactic Cruiser. Oh, look at that. And the train set. Oh, see. Lots of fun.
I had Micronauts toys. I thought they were cool.
You got anything else to show?
Cool. I do. I got one book left. I'm just looking. So before Butch took over the book, Micronauts, it was, I'm just buzzing through these looking at the credits. It was Gil Kane. You cannot go wrong with Gil Kane drawing a comic, inked by Danny Bulanati. That omnibus, when it comes out, is definitely something I might have to get. All right, last book I have. Speaking of birthday books, wow, that's cool. Speaking of birthday books, so I do this thing where if it's a book that came out November 69. It came out September 1969, but it's cover dated November. I buy the books. I try to get them all. And I've got like all the Marvel ones, all the DC ones. Now I'm just doing independent ones. I actually haven't been looking in a while, but I started looking again this past weekend, and I did find one in really nice condition, actually. Mighty Samson, number 20. November 69, had to get it. It's actually really nice artwork on the inside as well. Great painting on the cover there. So, yeah, another birthday book off the list. I've got a couple Archies and stuff like that. Oh, look at that. Courtney plays Dennis in fantasy football this week.
Oh, boy. Well, good.
Oh, yeah. Number 2 plays number 3.
That's right. So that means I will bump up to number 1 because I have
faith
you're thinking number 1's going to lose.
you're automatically assuming your sister-in-law is going to lose again, like she did to me.
Or I just score more points because we have the same records, and I'm only missing her by 2 points.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That is true.
Well, I don't play her this week, so I hope she does a great week and wins.
Wow.
And, of course, I hope you lose. I hope you lose hard.
So some of my last comic books that I picked up, I'm picking up, there were a few in the Iron Man runs. This is issue number 102. I didn't have any of them. I didn't see a 35-cent variant or the Whitman variant, but that's okay. I needed a 102. But this is the first appearance of Dread Knight.
Oh.
So that's, I know a lot of you are like, yeah, it's Dread Knight. I get that, but it's still a cool character. I did, Perez cover, issue number 78. So I'm going to go down to the big ones. That's cool. George Tuska, which is really cool. Although I think the cover is Gil Kane. Tuska, but issue number 78 is one that I needed. Oh, look at that. Henry is fast. You guys are great. Great Iron Man run. Bought those off the rack. Yeah, loved it. I really do love to hear that kind of stuff. And
well, that's a book I picked up. I picked up 98 because it was George Tuska inked by Jack Abel, and Jack Abel just has such a great inking style. I had to get it. So
yeah, now a number of these, they look really nice, except these have the subscription creases. You can feel it. It's right there. It runs right down the book. So I can tell this was a subscription book that was in it. I don't mind a subscription crease to read it. It doesn't really break the color, but they did fold it over and it runs down it. But, these are just really good books. And then we start getting into some of the older ones that I needed. Issue 30 I picked up. It's in all right shape. Again, not as good as I normally like them, but I'll consider this one a filler for now. Don Heck. I do love this old one. Again, subscription crease. You can actually probably see the indent, but I can feel it all the way down. I just love the fact that people were subscribing back then to them and getting them. And issue number 20, love that one. Lucifer.
Just to answer this question, Henry Jeremek says Iron Man 98 Kirby cover. Sure is. And the gold Iron Man is in it as well. Why is he in it? You have to read it and find out.
What are they asking about 101?
101. I'm not sure, but somebody did ask a trivia. Joe Bernardo, what issue did Iron Man fight the Frankenstein monster? Are you looking it up because you don't know the answer and you're too ashamed?
No. I thought you were answering it. You were reading it. I was looking.
No, I read the question. I can honestly say I have no idea.
I'm wondering if they're saying, is that the first appearance? Was it one of those cameos versus first full? Now I might have to look that up.
You're supposed to know the answers to these questions.
It's not X-Men. My God.
Howard Chaykin. So I didn't know this. Howard Chaykin drew a few issues of these Micronauts after Michael Golden left and was still doing the covers. Wow. So far, 3 issues by Howard Chaykin, a young Howard Chaykin. When does somebody else take over? Let's see. Still Howard Chaykin here doing layouts on some of this stuff. Wow. Howard did some issues on Micronauts. Live and learn. Man, okay, issue 17, he's kicking along. When does Pat Broderick take over? Let's see if I can answer the question before somebody in the chat does. Let's see. Come on. Where's the credits? Wow, they're just teasing me now. They're making me go, oh, all right. Let's see. Oh, nope. Still Howard Chaykin. Man. Howie. I'm behind, but I did have Micronauts figures, Marcus says. Everybody our age had Micronauts. There you go. Pat Broderick takes over Micronauts with issue 19. After Pat, it goes to Gil Kane. From Gil Kane, it goes, there's a few issues by Val Merrick. Then it goes to Butch Geis. And then after Butch Geis, Kelly Jones for one issue, guys. There you go. Micronauts artists. Issue 26, he says, let's see if you're right. 19, if you were talking about when did Pat Broderick take over, it's issue 19 of Micronauts. Inked by Armando Gil, who I think is in jail right now.
Oh, that's a good piece of trivia.
It is, isn't it? I thought you'd enjoy that.
Yes, it was Iron Man 101.
Yeah, what's the deal with Iron Man 101?
Interior artist and the cover artist.
On 101?
I don't know. Are we talking 101? I know we're talking a lot of books here. So I'm just going to show the last Iron Man. But issue number 5. So I am missing issues 1 and 2. So that's going to be really on my list. One's getting kind of pricey.
Yes, I got issue 1.
I don't know if I have. But, dude, this is in really nice shape. I love it. So issue 5, I do need an original number 1 and number 2. But
I got a number 1.
Stuff. Original? What grade? Yeah.
You were there when I bought it, you schmuck.
I know. What grade?
Oh, it doesn't suit your standards. It's like around a 6.
Yeah, for a number 1, that'd be fine.
No.
But anyway, that is
right.
the
I'll sell to you for $1,000.
It's a nice looking book. And that was my big expensive one for the show.
Oh, that's what he's talking about. Here you go, Dennis. It was the answer to Joe's trivia question. Iron Man 101 fighting Frankenstein, Val Merrick cover with George Tuska and Mike Esposito. Interiors, big difference from when Jack Abel inked George. I prefer Jack. I mean, this stuff is nice, but oh, look at that bad tangent with the brim of his hat and her hair. Whew, that's bad. If I was inking that, I would have fixed it. Just saying. Joe, there he is. Hippie Frankenstein, because look at that long ass hair. Whoever created this Frankenstein, did they cut one of the Beatles' heads off for Frankenstein? Because look at that hairdo. Come on now.
I said, yeah. Oh, sorry. That was Gilligan's Island again.
Just sit right back in here, a tale of a fateful script. Yeah, so 101, that's pretty cool. Do you have issue 100 of Iron Man, Dennis? With this fabulous cover?
I have
I do.
I think it's like a very fine condition. I do. It's a solid condition one. I don't have it as a near mint, and I know I don't have the 35-cent variant or the Whitman variant. I just have I haven't had good luck in finding the variants on those.
Oh. Well, you know,
it's Ringo.
What's that?
It's Ringo. Ringo Starr.
Exactly.
It is. So I did
How's
find
your beer going? Have you finished your beer yet?
Yeah, I'm much farther than you are. Oh, hold on.
That's because I like to enjoy my beer. I'm not a freaking alcoholic.
Yep. All right. So, guys, I did find something. We went to Borderlands. Rob's got such a great shop. Truly, it's one of my favorite shops to go to. Robert Young, he and his wife, they've got comics, anything that you want, just about. They have all the CCG type games, you know, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, all that stuff. They do all the role-playing games, not just Dungeons and Dragons, but they've got a whole slew. They had some of the old Marvel role-playing games from the 80s with the phase rip and stuff, and I still have most of that behind me. He's just got a great shop, so he buys whole collections, and he wound up getting, yep, Henry, you are right. It is, but it is one I never owned. So this is a solo adventure. And they had two types of solo adventures that I remember. One of them was you'd be reading it and they would have kind of like the 3D glasses where you had the red and the blue colored lenses. They were the cellophane. Well, these were, you would read it. It was kind of like a choose your own adventure. You would read it and go, I either want to do this or this, and you would bring it down and read it. That was version 1. That's what I had for some of the solo stuff. That was neat. But this is one that I never owned. You can see right here, there's a little holder for a pen, and it was an invisible ink pen. So this one actually has it where as you went through, you would make your choices. And when you made your choices, you would take your pen and you would write over the square, and it would become visible and you could read your choices. So you can see whoever played this one, I didn't mind. I just wanted it just for the nostalgia. But you could see where they had taken the invisible ink and read over it. So this was a great way to play because you could sit there and play, read it yourself. And then the cool thing is you could then turn around and play as a group if you wanted to. But this really was a cool thing. I never owned the one with the magic marker stuff. You can really see it on like this page. They went nuts and markered everything. I love this. This is just cool. I didn't mind it. It was $15, best $15 that I think I spent at the wasn't even at the convention because Rob's shop was just awesome. Andy and I are going to go down at some point. He got in a Dungeons and Dragons collection that not only has the original box sets, we're talking he got the white box sets, he got some of the original Judge art. We are going down, I know we talked to him, Andy and I have been really busy. We're going to live stream some night and we're going to interview Rob from his store and live stream directly on it because it's cool. We're going to give him enough notice. He's going to bring all of that really awesome stuff that he got. He's not selling it. So it's really cool. So I just kind of wanted to let you guys know, if you are a D&D fan and stuff like that, he's got a lot of cool stuff. Let's just put it that way.
Joe Bernardo has a trivia question. What episode was the Christmas episode from the original series? Star Trek, that is.
Which one was there was a Christmas party in the lab.
Oh my God. Just the fact that you have to think so long. Anna would know this. Aaron would know this.
You know what?
Would know
Anna.
this.
So those of you that didn't see it, we had Anna, that Star Wars girl, on, and we did some fun trivia right after. I don't know if I could ever go head to head with her, ever on trivia, because I knew the answers, but I'm getting older, so my brain thinks a little slower. Andy was still like a week behind us, but Anna is so quick. Like Andy would ask the question and I'd be like, oh, my brain picks it up and she's already got it out her mouth. It's probably from her, Jack show and stuff where they do trivia. She is so fast. She knew every question. She answered everything and she answered everything immediately. I didn't win a single one. She beat me out. She's phenomenal. The skipper takes her hat off to Anna because she was just amazing.
There you go. Let's see what else. I think that's about it. We will be having on guests tomorrow. I will even bring up the nifty show graphic to show you guys who we have on. But if you subscribe to our channels, you might have got a notification about it. If not, I'll show this in 1 second here.
It's for creating
just
something
sit right
like
back
that.
as I pull this.
Right. Be a little
What?
more specific. Creating what? I would love to answer that. Yes, you have to kneel down and to head with Anna. I did. I fully admit it. You guys can go back and watch the episode. She's fun. She's amazing. She's smart, and she's just so fast. I bow in her presence. She would be great. I bet if she came on, because Graham and Aaron and I, we were talking. Andy was going to host the Star Trek trivia show. And we still may do it. I don't know, maybe at the holidays. We'll have to see whenever we have time to do it. I think if she came on, I bet she beats all of us because she's so fast.
That's true. Fear not, the wall's coming. Oh, that's not nice. She's got a good 10 years. She's got a good 10 years. So tomorrow we have one at 3 p.m. Zachary Morose and John Hervey. They both have cool projects that we'll be talking to them about, as well as other stuff, not just their projects. We like to have more fun, entertaining stuff to do than just that. So those are the guys we're going to have on tomorrow. So join us at 3 p.m. tomorrow for those guys. Let's see. She's young. She's got a bunch of years. It's true. She does. Of course, guys,
a great
the Pimpin'
movie.
Begins.
I was going to say before you pitch, a great movie, you know, if you guys are looking for a really great Halloween movie, E.T. is one of the great classic Halloween movies of all time.
So here we go. Nice and tight. I don't know what happened to Dennis. Something. Oh, there you are. I don't know what happened.
You're such a prick.
My finger slipped when you started talking about some garbage movie.
But my movie tonight is Dark City. If you guys aren't fans of Dark City or you've never watched it, go watch the director's cut of Dark City. Don't watch the theatrical version. It is a great one. It fits in very nice with Halloween, but it's a great movie. I think you guys should watch it. Okay,
there you go.
Nice and tight.
Nice and tight. The comic book pencil art of Andy Smith. What? What is that, you ask? It is a book that is 52 pages, oversized, and features some of what I consider my favorite fully penciled pages. What's that mean? It's the pages that I had to do tight pencils on to send out to other people to do the inks. It's a peek behind the curtain, if you will. It'll lay flat, and it also comes in a digital version as well. If you sign up with the link here that's in the description below, you will you have to back the book as well. You will, of course, then get a limited edition trading card as well by signing up and backing the book. This will be launching soon, maybe even next week. I even made a trailer. Let's check it out. Nice and tight, the comic book pencil art of Andy Smith. That's me. This book features 52 pages of some of my favorite full pencils that I did for other companies over the past 2 decades. The raw pencils as they were seen by the inker, and now you can see them for the first time. This book also comes in a digital format so you can practice your inking in your favorite program. Back it today. Well, of course, I only made one video, so sign up today. But when the campaign is live, that is the video that will be going around. Excuse me, I keep getting... Okay, I'll have to... Oh, boy. Put fires out at the house. Citizen Ronan says he's looking forward to it. Thank you so much. Dan says dramatic. Well, you know, every now and then I like to get a little dramatic. Joe says he can't wait for Nice and Tight. I really appreciate that, guys. I'm still doing some finishing touches on the campaign. Of course, there will be secret tier links I'll send out to everyone that signed up. So please remember to sign up so you can back this project of mine that is kind of like a buffer project before we launch Core Draft Volume 2, which I got to get back to drawing that cover. Man, that thing's not going to draw itself. And yeah, it's Halloween, but it's not a federal holiday. And even if it was, I'm not a federal employee. I wouldn't have the day off. So there you go. Join us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Thank you for joining us on this Halloween. It has been very fun hanging out with you guys this afternoon. The Professionals is on Graham Nolan's channel tonight. He is doing Halloween trivia, horror movie trivia, which means, let me think. Oh, yeah, Dan Fraga and I will definitely lose. Dan Fraga and I will be tied for last place is what I'm thinking. Dan says he's going to lose straight out. So, well, fingers crossed that happens because I'd rather be second to last than last. So who knows? But thank you guys for joining us. And yeah, books are at the printers. Should be getting them in a few weeks. Start doing some shipping a core draft. A few guys got to look at it over the weekend at the show and thought it was really cool, and they can't wait to read it because we took the guts of the book to the show. So there you go, guys. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow. Oops, right there at 3 o'clock.
Live long and prosper.
Oh.